Taylor Swift has always been a figure who captivates the world with her unfiltered passion for music, and her latest revelation about being utterly obsessed with the life of a showgirl is no exception. This isn't just a casual mention from the pop sensation. It's a declaration that resonates deeply with her legion of devoted fans, affectionately known as Swifties. These fans, who have followed her journey from a teenage country crooner to a global icon, hang on to every word she utters, especially when it comes to her own discography. When Taylor Swift says she's really obsessed with an album, it's akin to a royal endorsement in the kingdom of pop culture. It's the kind of statement that doesn't just echo through social media feeds, it ignites them, turning quiet admiration into a viral frenzy that propels streams, sales, and conversations into overdrive. Imagine the scene: Taylor at the peak of her career with 14 Grammy Awards adorning her shelf like badges of honor, sitting across from a late-night host who's no stranger to grilling musical legends. The conversation flows effortlessly, laced with the kind of wit and warmth that only comes from someone who's navigated the highs and lows of fame with grace. The host, ever the curator of musical confessions, poses a question that's become a staple in his interviews. What's your top 5 favorite songs? It's a deceptively simple query, one that's drawn out gems from icons like Dolly Parton, whose soulful twang has defined generations, or Elton John, the piano virtuoso whose flamboyance matches his melodies. Even Paul Simon, with his intricate storytelling, and Bruce Springsteen, the working-class poet, have bared their souls in response. Now it's Taylor's turn, and she doesn't disappoint. But true to her introspective nature, Taylor doesn't rattle off a definitive list. Instead, she offers a glimpse into the ever-shifting sands of her artistic soul. "My rankings are constantly changing," she admits with a laugh that's equal parts humility and honesty. It's a reminder of how dynamic her relationship with her music is, not static monuments to past glories, but living, breathing entities that evolve with her. She promises to circle back with a full rundown, buying herself a little time to sift through the thousands of tracks that bear her name. Yet even in this moment of deferral, she can't resist sharing a few treasures that currently hold her heart captive. At the pinnacle of her impromptu list sits All Too Well, specifically the sprawling 10-minute version that fans revere as a masterpiece of emotional archaeology. This isn't just a song. It's a time capsule, a raw excavation of heartbreak that stretches out like a novel in verse. Released as part of her 2021 re-recording project Red, Taylor's version, it transformed a modest original into an epic saga, complete with Jake Gyllenhaal-inspired visuals that broke the internet. Taylor's obsession here makes perfect sense. It's the track that redefined vulnerability in pop, clocking in at over 10 minutes and still topping charts, proving that depth trumps brevity every time. Her voice cracks with the weight of memory as she croons about scarves and autumn leaves, and listeners can't help but feel every fracture. Then there's the bombshell, her self-proclaimed obsession with the life of a showgirl, the entire album. Not a single track, mind you, but the whole glittering, confessional body of work. This isn't hyperbole from a promotional standpoint. Taylor's eyes light up when she speaks of it, as if the record is a secret world she's rediscovered. The Life of a Showgirl, her latest release, has been a juggernaut since its debut, commandeering the Billboard 200 for weeks on end with its blend of synth-pop anthems and introspective ballads. Tracks like the title song paint vivid portraits of fame's glittering facade, where spotlights hide shadows and applause masks isolation. Taylor's declaration feels like fuel to an already roaring fire. Swifties, ever vigilant, will undoubtedly catapult it back to viral heights, dissecting lyrics for hidden meanings and creating fan edits that blend the music with her era's tour visuals. What makes this obsession all the more intriguing is the unexpected gem she slips in next, Mirrorball from her lockdown-era album Folklore. This choice raises eyebrows among even the most diehard fans. Mirrorball isn't one of her chart-dominating juggernauts like Anti-Hero or Shake It Off. It's a quieter, more ethereal piece, born from the isolation of 2020 when the world paused and Taylor retreated into folk-tinged reverie. Co-written with Jack Antonoff, it shimmers like its namesake, a disco ball reflecting fragments of light in a darkened room. Taylor describes a serendipitous moment. A friend sends it her way, sparking a fresh listen just as the interview question lands. "It came on the other day," she recalls, "and then you asked me this, so I said it." It's this spontaneity that endears her to fans, the way her favorites aren't curated for maximum appeal but bubble up from genuine, unscripted joy. Delving deeper into why the Life of a Showgirl holds such sway over her, one can't ignore the album's thematic core, the duality of performance. Taylor has long been a chameleon, shifting from country twang to indie folk to electropop without missing a beat. This record, however, feels like a meta-commentary on that very evolution. Songs explore the exhaustion of constant reinvention, the thrill of the stage and the quiet ache when the curtain falls. Her obsession speaks to an artist at a crossroads, one who's reclaimed her masters, toured the world in a 3-hour spectacle, and now gazes inward at the woman behind the icon. It's as if she's saying, "This is me, unfiltered, the showgirl who dances through the spotlight but craves the shadows." For Swifties, this moment is pure gold. Social media erupts with threads analyzing her choices. Why Mirrorball now in this era of triumph? Is it a nod to resilience, reflecting light even when shattered? Playlists curated around her picks flood Spotify, and TikTok challenges recreate the 10-minute, all-too-well dance in living rooms worldwide. Taylor's influence isn't just musical, it's cultural, shaping how a generation processes love, loss, and self-discovery. Her obsession with the life of a showgirl isn't solitary, it's communal, inviting fans to obsess alongside her, to find pieces of themselves in the lyrics. As the interview wraps, Taylor's words linger like a coda. Her music isn't frozen in time, it's a conversation, ever evolving. By sharing these fragments, all too well, the full sweep of the life of a showgirl and the luminous Mirrorball, she's not just listing favorites, she's mapping her heart. In a world that demands perfection, Taylor Swift reminds us that obsession is messy, personal, and profoundly human. And for her fans, that's the real showstopper.